talking to our Goodwill ambassador of the Push Women Network, Mrs. Barbara Kalima Phiri. We are here at her very lovely home. Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome, Kanji. Anytime.
Thank you. Oh, I overstay my welcome.
It is perfectly fine.
Right. So just wanted everybody to know a little bit about who you are. Who are you, in your own words?
Okay. So Barbara is a Zambian woman, born in a small town, Kabwe. I won't tell the talk.
That's fine.
But I was bred and raised in Zambia, and I played Chibuno like anyone else.
Awesome.
So I went to university and studied economics. I'm now a mother of 3 and based in Johannesburg.
Fantastic. So what is it that made you decide that, okay, I want to get on board this Push Women Network and even accept a role as the Goodwill ambassador? What is it that, made you make that move?
Yeah, I think for me, Push symbolizes a great movement that, aligns with my own ethos and my own values, which is Christian-based in a way, because I know that PUSH stands for pray until something happens. Yeah. I believe in that. Yeah. And I also believe that God in Genesis created man and woman in his own image, and he gave dominion to both male and female, meaning that we need to be equal. So that we could subdue the waters and the animals. And from that perspective, for me, I think it just makes sense that being in Push and pushing for equality, makes so much sense from that perspective. So I find Push as a place where I can express my faith. I can also express my desires to see a world that's a better world for both men and women.
Fantastic. Yeah. I love that. And Push is also about dispelling the notion that men and women, rather women cannot get along, that women cannot support each other. What is your take on that? That notion that women generally are catty towards one another. What is your feeling on that position?
I think it's all about social constructs, because when you look at gender as well, it's about what society thinks. When society starts pushing a narrative, for example, that women can't be together, women are soft, women cry, men are hard, women, we need to begin to dispel them, because most of them actually are not true, because we saw at the women's events, the Push Women events, that women can be in aviation, women can be architects, women can be engineers, women can
doctors,
women can do as much as men can do. So really, to say and make a generic statement that women can work together, it is a fallacy. And I'm glad that I'm glad that Push is pushing against that.
Fantastic, that is fantastic. So what also I want to ask is what you do in your professional career, because I think that what you do sort of ties in a lot to why you would be into something like what we're doing in the Push Women Network. So just tell our people out there, what is it that you do in your career?
Yeah. So like I've mentioned to you many times now that maybe I don't know if people are born activists. Yeah. But when I started my career, I finished my economics degree at the university. I bumped into a Jesuit priest who really helped me begin to shape my thoughts and how I did things. He exposed me to the social teachings of the church, exposed me to, very difficult conversations where Africa is where it is, power dynamics and all of these conversations. And from there, I started work as a Jubilee 2000 campaigner before 2000, and we're mobilizing the churches, mobilizing communities to push for debt cancellation by developed countries. And Zambia got some debt relief to that effect. So my orientation to campaigning and justice and championing the cause for poor started way back, just after university. And so now I'm leading a team globally in 100 countries as the senior advisor, the World Vision, specifically programming gender and inclusion, so that the programs that we work with within communities do not leave out critical issues. For example, you may want to do your wash program and drill a borehole. We want to make sure that as you drill that borehole, you've taken into account the cultural norms within that community, you've taken into account the power relations between man and woman in the household, you've taken into account issues of distance for the young girls, is the borehole too far for them and things like that. You've taken into account who is accessing those facilities and things like that. So my role is basically to provide the technical support to the countries so that these programs can be gender transformative.
That is amazing. That's amazing that you are doing all this work and you are on the ground and you have all of this first-hand experience dealing with these different groups of women and men in this country. So for us as Push, it's just such an honor to be able to tap into your knowledge and your experience. Sort of, we learn from you, you know what I mean? And it will help us in a way to sort of develop our strategy so that we can communicate our message more effectively, even as we plan for, you know, the next Push Women Awards and the various projects that we are doing. So this is very exciting for us. You know, which brings me to my next question. As Goodwill Ambassador, what does that mean to you? Like, what is your role? Because there may be people out there thinking, what is that? You know what I mean?
Exactly,
So just tell us, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, so a Goodwill Ambassador is nothing but an addict. You know, somebody who pleads the cause of something. So in this particular case with Push, we are pleading the cause of the young women and young girls to make sure that they can thrive and take in positions in this very what you call it, male-dominated world. So we want to make sure that we plead the cause of those young girls. They're given opportunities, there's access, there's free participation without fear, and that also that they can build their own skills and assertiveness. You know, the mentoring program for me is very exciting because, you know, it's targeted at these young girls to build their confidence, you know, their self-worth, so that even when they walk in, you know, they don't feel like they need to bow down and succumb to any pressure that they may.
Exactly.
Because they should believe that, you know, they are worth it as women as well, as young as they could be. So a Goodwill Ambassador for me and in my role is really to lend that voice, to bring out the issues, the plight of these young girls, and also to challenge, you know, what are some of these barriers that are hindering these young girls and women to take on their rightful position in society. So apart from that, also brokering relationships, you know, with my vast experience working in the field in international development for the last 20 years, you know, working, you know, I have a lot of networks, so brokering those relationships becomes very critical for Goodwill Ambassador, as well as, you know, supporting, you know, the thinking through, you know, where is this network going? You know, how can we bring the great minds to make sure that, you know, we really get these young girls and young women to where they need to be. So my role really is provide goodwill. Goodwill is goodwill.
Simplified, yes.
Goodwill is to
and you provide a lot.
Thank you.
Provide a lot of it. Wow. So I'm really excited about what we're going to be able to do together.
Absolutely.
And I think this partnership also speaks to what we talk about as Push, that, you know, amazing things happen when women work together and support each other. And there's so much that we can learn from each other, from someone like you specifically. So now you came for the Push Women Awards this year.
It was epic.
Really that was going to be my next question, like how was it? Because you came and you presented the Business and Entrepreneurship Award.
Absolutely,
yeah. But generally, what did you think of it?
My. You guys were just, you blew me away. I felt like I was watching BET or something on the red carpet and doing all these amazing things. But more importantly, I think the event was very impactful because of what exactly we were doing. You know, we're honoring and recognizing these women who are resilient. These women that have been doing things that not many people even know about. I mean, that woman in Bala, she's hidden there, you know, with a 750 kwacha, has done so much. She owns grocery stores, little buses, she has a school. Amazing things. And for me, I think that platform, you know, signifies a moment where we begin to change the narrative about what women can do in society. Because it was clear, it was evident for me. I didn't even know that we have women surgeons, architects,
aviation,
engineers,
in the military.
Wow. So that event for me is symbolic of what we need to be doing to change the narrative about what women can and cannot do.
Exactly.
Actually, what women can do.
Exactly.
And we demonstrate it.
Exactly. Fantastic. So, thank you so much for affording us this opportunity to come and speak with you, invade your home, and have this interview with you. So, just on behalf of the Push Women Network, we're really honored to have you on board.
Thank you.
And we're really excited about what we can do together moving forward from now on. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to our interview with our Goodwill ambassador, Mrs. Barbara Kalima Phiri. So watch the space for more information. Thank you so much.